Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is still Thursday, April 2nd, 2026. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. This is my son's birthday month. He'll be 14 on the 25th. If the Lord's will and the creek don't rise. So I'm looking forward to that. But I was just looking at a TMZ interview. He was interviewing some celebrity, some Hollywood elite. And do y'all remember, especially the black people, they was telling us this, but overall they were talking to all Americans, right? Do y'all remember during the election, this past election, before, when they were campaigning or what have you, and they were running around talking about Project 2025 and how we're gonna lose our rights, and Donald Trump, he gonna put black folk back in chains, and we're gonna be back slaves, and we're gonna lose all these rights and civil liberties, and y'all remember all that? Here we are, April 2026. So we are over a year into his presidency. We will get a new president in 2028, which is like 2 years from now. So he almost, 2 years in? And I'm still just as free as a bird. I was just looking at this celebrity who tend to think they know what's best for, regular folk like me and you. I'm listening to her still talking about he's taking our civil liberties. We're losing rights daily. If y'all wonder about the pause, I'm trying to figure out what rights I'm losing, but there's gotta be some. I know these people ain't just saying that just to be saying it and can't tell me what rights and civil liberties I'm losing. And I still supposed to believe it. And that there are people still believing this mess, still repeating it. And obviously, by looking at this past weekend, there are people that believe this. This is not a video in support of Donald Trump. This ain't about Trump. This is a video that's shooting down dumb shit. This ain't about Trump. This is about slowing down the fast pace that we're on, heading toward Idiocracy. The movie. Check the movie out, Idiocracy. This is what I'm fighting against right now with this video. So don't come to my, there you go, bootlegger. This ain't about Trump. I can care less. Insert any name. When it was Obama, the Republicans were lying because I was a Democrat then. I voted for Obama twice. So they both sides do this propaganda. Both sides do it now. This ain't about Trump. This is about anti-bullshit. That's what I am. Anti-BS. When Obama was in office, the Republicans were saying he was a Muslim. He was a terrorist. He was gonna strip the rights. He's going against the Constitution. The same stuff they're saying about Trump, they said about Obama. They both do it. That's why I'm telling you, both sides ain't shit. I remember, I got the experience of being on both sides. I got more experience on being a Democrat than I do. I'm not a Republican on being an independent. I remember how bad the Republicans would talk about Obama and any Democrat And I know how bad the Democrats talk about Trump and any Republican. They depending on the electorate to be stupid. And we're not letting them down. They depend on us. In order for them to stay in power, we got to be stupid. That's why they're not putting either party, Democrat or Republican. No party puts much behind education. They don't want us educated. I know y'all love to talk about the thing where Trump said he liked the uneducated voter. They all do. They don't want none of us smart. Because if we were smart, we would uprise instead of voting for anybody. We all stupid. We all dumb. And we all uneducated. You may have your college degree. You may have whatever on the wall, your plaques or whatever. But if you still voting for these people, you uneducated. And you dumb as hell. Including me, I voted. But not no more. These people are dependent on us being stupid. That's the only way they can maintain power, is to have a dumb down electorate, which is us, Democrat or Republican. They want all of us dumb and stupid. So they put out BS propaganda on both sides. Both sides tell the same lies to their constituents. Both the Democrat tell us, the Democrat tell their followers, the Republican Trump taking rights. They're gonna set us back to Jim Crow. Black people gonna be in chains. That's what Biden said. Remember, he said if they win, they're gonna put you back in chains. Biden said that video that way. It ain't no, I ain't making this up. No chains. And I did have chains on my mind, but that's gone. Oh, y'all. My bad, y'all. Now, if you have any dealing with our education system in America, you know it's a joke. If you're willing to tell the truth, our education system is a joke in America. It started with Bush, or maybe even before then, No Child Left Behind. I remember when I was in school, we had to learn. Oh, your ass was gonna get left behind. You will repeat the same grade over and over again until you get it right. They didn't just pass you just because you 17 years old in the 8th grade. You will be a 17-year-old 8th grader in my day. Not no more. So now we churning out dummies. So while you're at your baby's graduation coming up soon, you know, it's graduation time, and you celebrating and you cheering and you clapping, that's my baby, at the graduation. Just know your baby probably dumb as hell. No, I don't mean your baby no harm. It ain't your baby's fault. Our education system, America, has failed our children on purpose. They want us dumb so they can stay in power. It's on purpose. You have to educate your own children. My son being homeschooled, you have to educate your own children, make sure they're getting it right, because they would push your child on through school and your child don't know nothing. And to still graduate and get a diploma and then throw it out into the world. So now, as you clapping, even though they told you don't make no loud noise, wait till the graduation over before you know how we do, parents. That's my baby, we don't care nothing about that. That's my baby, oh Lord have mercy, Jesus. As you doing all that, just know your baby probably can't write in cursive. Your baby barely knows ABC, probably can't read. And that's what we're dealing with while they able to tell us any damn thing that don't make no sense. If you got a lick of sense, you will know they lying. Like, what are you talking about? What rights? Donald Trump is taking our civil liberties. They said that about Obama too. Obama taking our civil liberties. Obama taking our rights. Obama is violating the Constitution. Trump is taking our rights. Trump is violating the Constitution. Same shit. Now, my question is this. What rights did we lose? What civil liberties? We just had supposedly thousands and thousands of liberals protesting against a king this past weekend on a beautiful Saturday. I know it's beautiful in my hometown. I wish I would be out there protesting some bullshit talking about no king in America. Not using no logic, no common sense. It's like the education system is so bad to where it ain't teach these people what a king is. They protesting something they don't even know what it is. Do you know, listen, you know king protesters if you happen to be brave enough to be listening to me. Do you even know what a king is? We had elections in 2024. Kings don't get elected. We had two candidates running against each other. Kings don't run against nobody. This so-called king just replaced another guy, Biden, which he was in office before Biden. So if he was a king, Biden would have never been president, because the king don't get replaced. But yet, and still, somebody was able to convince y'all that America has a king because it's somebody you don't like. That ain't what a king is. I didn't like George Bush, the son. Not one time did I call him a king. Y'all calling somebody a king because you don't like him. That don't make him a king because you don't like him. That ain't what a king is. If we had a king, if we were losing this so-called king that took all our rights and what have you, you wouldn't have been able to protest. You can't protest the king. What's wrong with y'all? Well, take that back. I know what's wrong. I just said it. Our school system on purpose is pumping out a bunch of dumb individuals. On purpose. It's not accident. It's on purpose. Our school system ain't teaching these kids nothing. I told you right now in my hometown, I don't know how it is everywhere else, they don't even bring homework home no more, talking about there's too much stress on the kids. They have to do homework. Much as I hated homework, I'm glad I had it. I'm glad I ain't come up with this time. Because nowadays, if you just got a high school education from back in my day, you are a genius now. My high school education is equivalent to a doctorate degree nowadays. These people ain't teaching these folks shit. You had college educated people out there marching and protesting. I seen some of them. College educated, talking about a no king. Talking about we got a king in America. They got college degrees talking like this. They got college degrees talking about we losing rights, and you ask them what right, they can't tell you. I'm at work right now. I'm a black man in America. You know, all that discrimination and, go on over here, and I'm oppressed. Even my oppressed ass. Because I'm a nigger. Even my oppressed ass is out here working. No chains on. I can go anywhere I want to go if my money permit. I'm still trying to find out what rights I lost. Somebody help me. Help me, please. Because if I done lost some rights, I want them back. I want all my rights, baby. I don't know about you. I want all mine. I don't give a damn about Trump. You ain't taking my rights home, boy. I support you, but not enough to give you my rights. I love my freedom. So, voting for you is one thing. Letting you take my rights, no. I don't support nobody like that. I was mad at my mama when she put me on punishment I couldn't go outside. My mama took my right to go outside and play with Rawl and them. I was mad at my mama. So you think I'm gonna be okay with Trump telling me I can't do something? So tell me what rights I lost. What civil liberties have I lost? Wake up, people. You're being used and manipulated. And until you realize that, man, it's over. It's over. We don't stand a chance in hell. You got people around here still believing we losing our rights. Joe Biden said if Trump wins, we're going to be back in chains. He said if the Republican win, we're going to be back in chains. I bullshit you not, he said that. Only chain I got is my 2 gold ropes, which have skyrocketed in value. So now I ain't got no, what changed? Come on, y'all. We got to do better, people. Democrat or Republican, liberal, conservative, we got to wake up, man. Them people playing in our faces. And they're depending on us to be stupid. They're depending on us to fight against each other. And they winning. And we'll always be in the condition we in until we wake up and realize, which ain't going to happen. I know it, wishful thinking, ain't going to happen. To y'all, on that side over there, I'ma always be a bootlicking Uncle Tom, whatever. And that's okay. I love you anyway. Get it, got it good. Bye.